Okay, hello guys, welcome to our meetup. Today we will have Oliver, I hope he will join soon, and Deletari. Oliver will show about his depository and I think his documentation, and Deletarium will show about his TMG cup and probably his pool. Please write your questions to the live chat. I will ask them. Press like button and leave comments. I think I need to say this. So let's start by giving away some Romans NFT, like always. Give me a few seconds. I will share my screen. So this Parlo. Roman is maybe our most successful NFT creator at Signum. I made this tweet about the stream, and we have 12 retweets. I selected people who are not related to stream and admins. So let's check who won this NFT. And it is Ivailo Georgiev. It is probably from our Russian community. So if you are watching this, please tweet your address. You will get this NFT. Next NFT is this Stillman. I will give it away for this tweet, the Signum official tweet, and we have 10 retweets. I selected them. And the winner is, again, I don't know, Deletari, what to do, maybe select another or just leave to you. What do you think?
I think better to select another so we can make more people happy.
Okay. He is too lucky today. Let's do another one. It is Roots 5. Okay, congrats. Okay, next one. I will show billboard. I showed it with billboard maybe a few streams ago. I don't remember when, but now it's updated. We have a lot of new stuff. People can advertise here, and probably our main topic is White House. White House released this report about climate and energy impact to the United States. And this is quite big report. They write about all consensus algorithms, and even, and gratitude, they write about proof of capacity and mentions our coin Signum, formerly Burst coin. What do you think about it, Deletarium?
I think it's very good that our blockchain is it's mentioned in a paper for the White House, and also it is linked to a green technology. I mean, technology that takes low energy to operate and to work. I know this since 2017 because I started to mine that time. So I still knew I know that it is green, and it's very good that now the people are starting to think about the energy consumption of blockchain and other proof of work blockchains, and started to look into the alternatives.
Yes, I think it is very good recognition from credible and we can mention this everywhere. Oliver, hello.
Hello, yeah, sorry, I'm a bit late. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Not
Okay,
so loud.
nice. Not so loud. Let me see if I can just mention. Sorry for being late a little bit, but I had some family business, and just was like in a hurry. Is it a little bit better right now? It's still very low. How is it?
It's good. We are hearing.
Okay, that's the most important. Yeah, okay. So just a comment to that. So what I was surprised about this mentioning inside that paper is, I mean, we know that we are active in our community, which is about, I don't know, 3,000, 4,000 people, but somehow there seems to be other people looking at us, or at least the name appears somehow or somewhere. And this,
I know answer. There is way mentions in the footnotes, and some guy from our community find where they find us. There is two scientific papers, and they mentions proof of capacity. So White House scientists go to scientific papers, and they found about Signum.
That means if we want to go a little bit more, I mean, what you're saying there means like we should see if we can like derive more or less scientific paper from our technology somehow.
I don't know. But there is about consensus algorithm. I don't remember which paper, and there is mention about this. I think burst coin about proof of capacity, and there is other paper about something again about cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but there's something else beside that paper. I remember that, for example, I think it started last year or the year before. It's like there is somebody making reports frequently about the most sustainable cryptocurrencies. And there's a report, like, I think last year it was about, I don't know, just like guessing, like the 12 most sustainable blockchains. And this year there was an update on that one. I need to look where the link is, but it's a paper, or it's not a paper, it's an article where it's like ranked what kind of coins are considered more eco-friendly. And this year we made it in the list on, I'm not sure if that is ranked like in an order, but we are mentioned there in the 9th rank or somehow that we are using this alternative unique algorithm to be eco-friendly and still being a kind of a proof of work. So people don't, it is something it's worth mentioning that even proof of capacity, it's still a derivative of a proof of work because we have the necessity to put like physical effort into that. And we have these pre-computations to do. So everybody's like looking now to proof of stake exactly because of the merge and all this and saying like, oh yeah, it's almost 100% energy safe. They say like dating 99%, 99. It is like economizing energy and all this stuff. But there is a certain drawback on that. I mean, this is we can talk about this decentralization thing and the democratization thing. You have to stake at least 32 ether to go in to be a validator. I mean, this is not what you need in our case. Yeah? So you just like need kind of a hard drive, and if you want, you can like boost your mining rate. But 32 ether is already a barrier to start validating on the node. People who have more money getting more money out of that. This is same like the Bitcoin mining. We have all the centralization issues also because of energy and so on. This is a hard discussion, but I think it's cool to see that we are somewhere on somebody's radar. That's cool to see.
Yeah, it is great.
No.
Okay, Deletarium, maybe you can start.
Yes, you mean to have to present the TMG Cup, right?
Yes, I think. What do you want to say about this White House stuff?
Is there anything else?
Yes, I already said that it's good that more people is working. It's looking into the sustainability alternatives, the sustainable alternatives to the proof of work and this is very good. This is very good. I thought this could be just some years ago, because I thought this would be big in around 2020, and no, but better late than never.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think Delitaro, you can start showing your TNG stuff, because you can take the advantage at the moment and talk about the entire ecosystem of TNG, because it's not only the cup, it's the mining pool or mining game and the liquidity pool, which you're starting to build up a small ecosystem within our ecosystem. I think very interesting concept you're doing there. Maybe you can talk a little about that.
Yes, this is with the hard fork that gave some alternatives for using the smart contracts and use tokens inside the smart contracts. So this gave us a big new world to explore inside Signum.
Yeah.
So I decided the first thing would be a miner for a token, and with this token, people can do a lot, much more things. We just having this alternative with a token that is mined, like a cryptocurrency inside a cryptocurrency. So this was this is a game. So we started, I think 2 months ago, or maybe more, and people is it's liking it. I'm meaning every day, and a lot of people is meaning also. We have an average of 5 to 6 people meaning every block, and TMG is working well. We I will show here. I think better to show the web page for TMG, right? I will present my screen.
Sorry, Delitarium, we have some feedback from our community that you little bit lower your voice input, little bit microphone. Or try now.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's like a distort, like overdrive.
Yeah. Now, what do you think now? It's okay?
I think it's
a little bit better. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just lower a little bit your input level from the mic. I don't know.
Yeah, but the input level will some. Because I closed the mixer, yes, and I inside Zoom. So I will try to speak lower. So also. So okay. Do you think it's okay now?
I think so, yes, a little bit better. Yeah.
I think it's better.
It's still loud and clear, but not too loud. It was a little bit distorted.
Okay. So, let's go. Okay. So I think I found here and trying to just a little bit. So I think so. What do you think now? It's okay, my audio?
Yeah, can go
on. Okay.
Yeah, we are seeing.
So, okay, you are seeing my screen.
Yep.
I will look here the TMG. The TMG game, we are on block height 1,700. The mean intensity is pretty high. I don't know what happened from in the last days that we have a spike in TMG price. It was around 200 or 300 Signum, and just right now it's it's around the 700. Some people are starting to buy the TMG to keep it. And using the page here, people can connect the account with Signum, and then deploy a new miner. Sorry, but I had here just a empty account, and it starts to mine it to have the TMGs. So once the people have the TMG, they can start to play the new game that I developed some weeks ago. That is the TMG Cup. It is a very interesting game. It is based on the World Cup collectible cards that we have around the world. But of course, I'm not affiliated with anyone here. So I decided to make these tokens that people can collect and can be the yes, can have an album here, and then collect the tokens. And for the TMG, the presentation I prepared is this one. So what is the objective of the TMG Cup game? Yeah, the first one is complete the album. So people will be happy to have all.
I have them all.
Right now, just Oliver had the complete, and it is very difficult. I thought it was easier, but it's now I can check that it's not so easy as I thought.
But you helped me. So my last card, my last flag I got because of you, because you solved it on
yes, I tried to overprice it, to overcharge you for the last card, but we had some agreement and everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, and also another objective, it's you can interact with other players and exchange tokens. So you can talk to the people in Discord, or even use message system to talk and to exchange the tokens with other people.
I think I overpriced my flag on BTTX, to be honest.
It was okay. It was a good price for the last card.
Yeah. So what else is happening? Yeah, okay, winner prize. Yeah, you're talking about it. Sorry.
Yes, so we have also the when the World Cup is ended. So we have 3 trusted accounts. That is me and Ohager, and also Frank from SNA. So when 2 of us send the message with the winner, the contract will distribute the balance to the owner of the token that is the country that is the champion. Currently, we have almost 4,000 Signa in this pot. For this is to be distributed to the winner. And with the timing going on, this pot will be increasing.
Increasing by what? By other people buying, or what do you think? It's like because people are trying to buy or getting random flags, or how does it work?
Yes, I will explain in a little better details in a few minutes on my presentation.
Okay.
Another objective of the game, so users can learn how to handle tokens in Phoenix Wallet. So user can play with this game, just to learn how to change to tokens to other people, and also how to use the order book in Signum, that is inside a Signum feature, and use maybe BitDEX to buy and sell, or to put sell orders or buy orders for each token. So if we open here the Argentina token, so I put here in the page also that there is sell orders. There is someone trying to sell the Argentina token for 8,000 Signa. And there are also buy orders, so people trying to buy Argentina, but paying just 100 Signa for each token. Yeah, and this one, it's me, because I'm collecting Argentina.
Okay. Because you think it's winning, because you want to have the
yeah,
price.
maybe.
Okay, that's it. So when the prize is being paid out in the end, it is proportional to the tokens of the winning team or winning flag you have, right?
Yeah, when the date will approach the end of World Cup, some tokens will be much more valuable than other ones, because we will have the pot. The size will be more I mean, near to the real distribution, and the teams will be already in this ending phase.
Yeah.
And for me, this is also a way to remove bugs from Classic Wallet while trying to make everything using it. So I'm trying to trade tokens, to buy, to put orders, and cancel orders, everything with the old Classic Wallet, to try to remove the bugs of this wallet.
There are some people out there who likes that.
Yes, some people from the ancient time of the burst coin.
Yeah, it just stuck to the Classic wallet. Yeah.
Yeah. So then we have the question: why I choose the TMG to make this game? So TMG has a limited supply, so the flag token price will float with the demand. So more people willing to play the TMG Cup. It was what I thought, at least. So the price will be high, and if nobody wants to play the TMG Cup, so the price will go low. Also, we can use the TMG as a arcade coin. So it's like the old arcade games that you go to the main place. You buy some coins that are specific for that for the machines on that place, and then you can use there.
Do you have any plans for that kind of games, working with this arcade coin? I think you have. I know you.
I'm having a lot of ideas, so most of them are bad ideas that are not.
That's not true.
But some are nice, and so every idea. I mean, it's easy to have an idea, but it's very hard to implement this idea, to make the website, to make everything works, to find bugs in the code or in the scheme that you are thinking about. And this takes some time. So I'm having these ideas and make the games so during this time that I have available, because I'm only one. We have also the liquidity pool that makes easy to buy and sell small amounts of TMG. So this also was a very good thing about this ecosystem, because now with the the pool that I'll show you now. Yeah. On my website, the TMG pool, well, people can buy and sell TMG in small amounts. So it's very easy to use. You connect to the Signum wallet. So you can write here. So I want to buy two to TMG, and then you just know how much will cost, and you can buy. Or if you have some, you bought a lot of TMG, maybe you want to sell, so you put your amount here, you sell. It is very easy. The price impact for the TMGs are pretty low if if you are buying just a few amount of TMG. So this liquidity pool is very good for small amounts, but it's not so good for big amounts. For big amounts, it's better to use the Signum order book. So people maybe can buy and sell amounts much higher, and have a fixed price during during these trades. Also, the liquidity pool, people can maybe buy here in the pool and sell at the order book if the price is just it slides so much between these two, the pool and the Signum order book.
I haven't seen that. Can you buy an order book directly with this pool, TMG pool already, or is it just like
No.
decoration? I haven't seen that. Just like showing the order book, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
showing, just showing it. Okay.
This is only informative because I saw that every day that was looking in the TMG pool, I need to open BTDEX just to check the orders there, and then just make it easier to put this information here. Even if I want to put or buy orders or sell orders, then I need to open the BTDEX, and I can do the things there.
Yeah.
So
it's the same, like the only way to trade right now is you said that the classic wallet is buggy, so it's not really easy to make place bid orders and ask orders, right? So the only way to trade the token right now is BTDEX, or am I wrong? Because Phoenix, I know it just supports transfer. There won't be any implementation of an order book because I know what tool is coming up. I will talk about this in a few minutes, but I probably just mentioned that. But I mean, it's only BTDEX right now, right? Or the classic wallet is working also.
Yes, there with the fixes that I made in the classic, it's now working. So now it's possible to use, but not. It must be the classic wallet that is in my repository. These fixes are still not inside the Signum node code.
Yeah.
Yes, now back into TMG Cup. The TMG will be inside the contract, and it will receive distributions. So the pot size will increase. So we can check here. The pot is almost 4,000 here, but every day the contract is receiving some amounts of Signa for the miner. So we can check here.
Oh, there's a Hall of Fame. I haven't seen that. That's one minute.
Sorry, Dimitar, it is all logic done by smart contract with random selection of tokens, or you do it in front end?
Yes, this is the the TMG cup is a smart contract, so it's already programmed. So we already deployed it on mainnet. The TMG cup has two phases. The first phase, it will only sell tokens, nothing more. So it will exchange the TMG that people are using to issue tokens, the flag tokens. And at the let me see here. 11 of December 11, it will stop to sell tokens, and it will be only waiting for the messages for the winner, the champion. And then with this message, it will distribute the balance. So if you buy now your flag tokens, you bought it. But if you wait after December 11, it will not be possible to buy this or using the contract. You will need to buy or sell or trade with other people that already have bought it.
Yeah. And the final of the World Cup is just to complete that, to complement on that. The final is on Sunday, 18th December. So yeah, that's when the trusted accounts send the messages. So we are kind of oracles saying to the contract which team won. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
December.
Yes, I decided to stop this selling phase just before, so maybe some people will start to buy just because it will be near the end of work. Yeah. But so people that are playing for a long time are good to receive the prize.
Can you say, Diletarium, how much is the cost of running this smart contract? I think it is quite complex.
Yeah, not so much. This one is not it's not difficult because we have only these two phases, and I just have to check the inputs that user send. That I mean that the user sent the TMG and also a small amount for the contract to run. And then the contract it just issue the tokens and send back to the player.
You say it's a 0.3 Signa. You are asking when you're entered with a contract. So that is the maximum of execution cost, I imagine, because these payments always cover the execution cost of the contract. Very low, to be honest.
Yes, I think the execution will it says 0.28 Signa, rounded to 0.3. So even people trying to buy 2 or more tokens, so this amount is increased. So it's the same if the people just buy one time. As I mean, I send one buy order to 2 times, or I send one buy order to buy 2 tokens. So there's no difference for the people if they do one time or maybe many times.
Cool, awesome.
Can you say how much it costed to create these tokens for the smart contract? I think this smart contract issued 32 tokens. Yes.
Yes. As people know, every token to be issued in Signum costs 150 Signa. So to issue 32 tokens, I needed to give to the contract in the first execution 4,800 Signa. So it was pretty expensive just to start this game. And just let me see here.
Imagine this would have been Ethereum, and you had to pay this in Ether or gas.
Oh, be possible.
So expensive is relative, yeah.
Yeah. This contract here, I just go to the last one, so we can trace the transactions back. So for the TMG Cup, I will just.
Yeah, I see that you charged the contract by 4,800 into Signum.
Yes, I did. This was the charging, and then it was something very interesting because there is a top of steps that a contract can run inside one block. This is 1 million steps. So I thought this was impossible to be reached. And then I discovered that if you issue 6 tokens in the same block, then the contract will stop this execution on that block and will resume in the next one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this was even me I was not aware about that, so I need to ask Jose about why my contract's not running, and then he told me that this was the top of execution. So you can check here 4666 47777.
Yeah.
So
so that means that we can effectively issue 6 tokens per block. With a contract, with a
one smart contract. There is no limitation about how much how many you can issue every block overall. For one contract, for only one contract, you can issue 6.
Yeah, but we can have multiple contracts. I mean, you said no limit of contracts running in a block, more or less like that, or kind of.
Yes. Yeah, so I maybe if people deploy like 3 contracts TMG Cup in the same block, so it will issue each one will issue 6 tokens.
6, got it. Yeah, cool, awesome, nice. There's something else you can do with the TMG. I remember that. So the TMG Cup is one of the first games. When we had another one, which is like the game which is made by Pirate Radio, right?
Yes, there is Wheel of Signa.
Yes.
Wheel of Signa was the first idea we had. That is a roulette game that we can burn the TMG and come back the Signa. It's like the one way is the mine, so the Wheel of Signa will be the other way around, so we can just burn the TMG. This was a very nice game. I will try to open here. Let me check.
Can we hear the music? No, we cannot. There's music running.
Yeah. So that is the Signa pot. This is the way the roulette game works. It's similar to TMG Cup because it keeps some amount of TMG inside the contract. All the miners will mine, and then the spot will increase the distributions done by TMG. So maybe you can hear the music now.
No, it's not coming through now because it's another story. But yeah, but I think one of the most the most astonishing thing is like the ATM in the background. I mean, that was something I liked really much. That was a crazy idea.
This is super nice. This is super nice.
Yeah, that's very cool. So I can buy my TMG. That's very cool. And using the liquidity port in the background, that's very nice idea. Yeah, good stuff. I like it very much. It's very easy to use.
Yeah, it's a very nice game. Yeah, thank you very much, Pirate Radio.
Yeah. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So let's come back. Why to use TMG? Yes, the TMG will be burned at the end of TMG Cup, so we will help to reduce inflation in TMG. So when you buy tokens, you know that these tokens will be burned. The TMG tokens will be burned when the distribution happens. I mean, the end of the TMG cup.
Okay, so that means we should buy TMG right now. This is not a financial
Yeah,
advice.
I think yes, because it's a very nice game. So you can play, you can collect. Maybe these flag tokens will be valuable sometime in the future because this is a new game, or maybe you can exchange for other games. I don't know. It's so many ideas that it can come with these tokens and the things.
Yep.
Incredible.
Crazy. Cool. Awesome. I like this.
Yeah, it's nice.
So
Yeah.
I could try probably to hop in a little bit to just like to close a little bit the loop, because there's a lot of people are pretty interested in knowing what's going on. So we have this year, I mean, we are in September right now, we have a few months already still. And one of the things, I mean, people probably noticed that there is a little bit more activity in the development this year, so, compared, for example, to the last year or the year before. And this is because we have more capacity to work on that stuff. So the teams is slightly growing. Just to say that Delitarium is also officially core member because of his contribution for the Smart C contract engine.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's very valuable. That Smart C stuff is something like that was really needed also together with Smart J. And we know that everybody has his full work job to do work on, but we were able to distribute work over several people. So slightly increasing development team. We have our super duper mega designer web UI front end guy, which is IPR 0310 or iPro. I call him just for iPro. So he's responsible for the way the Signum Art.io, the NFT platform, looks like. And we can say that we are working together with a team of three people on the DeFi portal. So this is like sometimes we are kind of quiet and not telling much inside the community, but we are really busy on that. So people are going to college, people have their full-time work, and they're working, have family, and then they're working together on the DeFi platform. So DeFi platform is with me, part of that is with Joss, because we have to make adjustments on the API. We are working some, what we're doing here is like we're eating our own dog food. That's very important to say. So it's like we are using our API from the node to make the DeFi portal. And we figured out that certain things are not ready yet, and they're like increasing the API. So we had this year already the NFT portal, we had the improvements on the smart contract engine, we had this very huge rainbow hard fork, which was aiming towards the tokenization and tokenomics things, and it starts to working out. So we have a small micro ecosystem within TMG is starting like a show reel on the stuff that we can do. There are already people interested in using it for real business cases. I know that we're working on certain things and trying to get these things kicked off. Actually, I'm working on a project, I cannot tell about this, that is using Signum as a token platform for a real case business. Hopefully next year we can talk more about this. So there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and we're still working on the improvements of the entire ecosystem. One of the things, for example, we got a very, very huge positive feedback from the Vayamos exchange, which recently listed us. This is a small exchange still. It seems it's focused on sustainable, eco-friendly coins. And they integrated us within record of time, a very few days, 2 days or something like that. I'm not really sure. And they just said that the new API documentation, which we built up on, which you already presented last time, there was something extremely helpful for them. And to hear this from people outside of our community using our documentation saying that it works out was kind of a motivation to me to say, okay, it's Signum.js, which is the official JavaScript TypeScript SDK to make development for Signum even easier. Just got an overhauled entire documentation. We will put the links there later so that people even with low knowledge in development, relatively low. I mean, it's something that still required. You need to know how to make HTTP requests somehow but it's like abstracted away and the people can start using it. I see it that it's being used every time more because they see increasement in the usage of the library installations which going on. That's pretty cool. That's a good sign for us. It's still a decent growth, or it's like it's decent. It's like a steady small growth, but it's a nice growth. And all these activities which led to something that I was thinking of and people are complaining about. There are many things we can do better, we know that. But one of the things is, for example, hey, where are all the tools scattered around? We are decentralized, we distribute people remotely working all over the world. We have a lot of people from different countries, different cultures and all this stuff working on different things. And it's just astonishing to see what the people doing. And one of the questions is like, hey, what is possible? What is already there? What are the tools we can see? And a few years ago, I started with a platform called the Depository, but it was made for Burstcoin. Burstcoin was the former name for Signum, so we just like evolved, improved, and we made a rebranding. And since then, the platform got more or less forgotten. And I said it's a pity to do so because it was the first platform that really uses NFT, concept of NFT, to show to give people, creators of content, of services, of tools, the possibility to place them, to expose them somehow. And last week, I just officially relaunched the rebranded and overhauled system, where you can see all the contributions. Maybe I will just share my screen right now. If there is some kind of probably before I show that, are there more questions? Somebody asking for things? Shifas?
We have on the live chat Frank and Joss, and they answering questions live. So
this is teamwork. I like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. They're backing our Excel. That's cool. Okay, start sharing this. This is my big screen. I hope this is.
Yes, we see that. We see.
Okay, so the idea of that is that people can their contributions, their projects, their dApps, their services, whatever they do, their tools to register this here like an NFT. It's a token. Every part of that is a token, and you can even see that we have things from before the rebranding. So if you look for the legacy, you can see all the things, all the contributions, which are still valid. Partially, they're still working. So if you go for the visit project for CryptoBall, for example, you see that CryptoBall is still working. You go here, the idea of the entire thing is that you can go here and see which are parts, which are applications in our ecosystem. And one thing I saw recently is like, let me see, it started about here. We have the Signum coin.ru website, this Ethereum, this one here, T-Pool. It started more or less about here, where we got into the phase of Signum. And all the other stuff was before that, like Jareth Scavenger, the Blockchain Explorer from that time. So part of them is not working, but they're starting to coming more. And you see that there are a lot of more things that are coming up here were registered from different people. And the idea is that people can just like go here looking for that and say, hey, what about NFTs? And you go here and say like, okay, you show all the NFT stuff. And you see, for example, we have the NFT Signum art platform. You can directly visit the project. You can even see if there are more creations from that account here. This is the officially going to the SNA because this is mostly supported from the SNA, the entire development of that. Or you see, for example, you have another NFT thing here. It's like the mass upload tool, which is part of the same thing, but a different tool. You see that this is almost, this is all from me. So these are my contributions, but you can list the contributions by single users only. So going back, I can, let me see, just like filter to NFT still. And what else you can do? So you can do some donations, for example. I can show you that. We have, for example, Ethereum here has already a lot of contributions already. So these are all things from Ethereum, like Stellar Jewel. I saw that. And so what I want to do is like just leaving that, going to Stellar Jewel, and I will donate with Connect, which is new. I will connect with my account right now. And at this moment, I just like donating 500 signature. So I can pay with my XT wallet. And he says that like 600. So 100 from this 600 I'm getting back. It's like an entry barrier because everybody can donate, and this affects the scoring here. And there is kind of what I call an entitlement. You can see it will be reimbursed. It's like 100 plus 500, and then the common fee I have to pay. So I have to pay 600, but 100 I'm getting back. So this is just like a small barrier that people are not starting like liking their own stuff as much. It's a small barrier. I mean, it doesn't avoid anything. So if people really want to donate to their own tokens, they can do this and cheat a little bit. But at least they need to have at least 100 signature to be entitled to do so. So now it's been, he's getting the donation, and the donation is paid out almost 98% of the of that value of 500. It's getting to the owner of the contract, of the token, which in this case is still Ethereum, so we get the money. 1% is held back for me, and the rest is stuck into the contract. So the contract over the time is getting more valuable. So I said 98%, but it's like 5 Signa stay into the token. Such over the time, the more donation he gets, the token itself get a higher balance and getting more valuable. This token can be transferred to other people. So if you go to that, I'm not the owner of that, but I can show you this, for example, for my for Signum.js, for example. So Signum.js. You can see that I can deactivate the project because probably I'm just like shutting down the service or shutting down the project. Of course not. Or I can transfer this to a new maintainer. And then the new maintainer or the new owner of the token will get the donations then after. And the donation is just like it's like a contribution to just like show that you support the efforts of the person, and then it generates kind of a scoring. And with this scoring, you can get it's like a reputation. You see there kind of a gamification dimension inside. For example, this is some badges he won, like he got a score greater than 500. You're an early adopter. You got a donation. And there are a lot of other badges. I think at the moment there are about 10 badges which you can earn. For example, if you look for the highest score at the moment, the highest scored projects are BTDEX. So this is the champion, highest score of all. I'm not sure if you can zoom there in here. You can see them a little bit there here. So, and you see that it's always already with this exists before the Signum rebranding. It's like a legacy one. Donation, he has more than 700 points. He has more than 1,000, and so all this stuff is coming together. This one here, for example, token from the most frequent contributor. This kind of a certain dimension, but shows you that the reputation of people were here, like they just like donated a lot. You can even see how much were donated. Like it's only 8 donations, but overall it was 12,000 Signa already donated to that. So the balance of the entire contract is nearly 50, and that's how it works. So if you deactivate as an owner the token, you would get the entire balance back, and that's the idea. But the main idea is that my main idea is that people can find all the contributions or all the parts of the ecosystem in one single platform. Yeah, that's the main idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that you updated it and added this XT connection.
Yeah, it was not only that. So because of one of the hard forks we had before, they were kind of introduced a new kind, how we detect or how we filter out certain smart contracts. This is a technical issue. But when we started, for example, this Signum art platform, so since then we had almost 30,000 contracts deployed on our chain. And in the older days, it was not possible to filter out the specific token, for example, for that contract which is behind that. So what I had to do is like iterating over all existing contracts and asking for that. And imagine that doing that 30,000 times. So it never got really loaded everything in a decent amount of time. But one of the hard forks, like I think before last hard fork, introduced a new way to filter this out. And now it's much more effective in loading times. So it's synchronized in a very few seconds. I don't expect to have here thousands and thousands and thousands of items. So if we are on that level that we have thousands of items, we have a luxury problem. I would like to have this luxury problem, but at this moment we have only 40 tokens here. And I expect to have a little bit, much more in the future, because each of this one is like kind of a business or kind of a case, kind of a show reel, kind of an application tool, whatever. So people are asked to put their contributions here inside. I'm not really sure what do we have all around. I know about the Telegram bots. People can go, for example, and just like put this here inside. I have some ideas to make some featuring stuff that people can pay to be like featured a little bit more here. But as long as we don't have many tokens here, it makes not much sense to introduce that kind of featuring at this moment, because it needs to be visited more somehow. But this is just to show the people that if they look for something, what they need, what is the miner we can use, and all the things, which pool or whatever, you can start looking here, and hopefully this will get completed over the time, and and having more and more contributions. So which actually happened the last days since I launched this. Very much new things came up, and knowing the Ethereum and even Pirate and even other people, they're really contributing and working on things, and it's great to see. Thank you, guys.
I have some technical question. Why you cannot change description? I think we have now this database built in the smart contracts, so I think now you can add text to this database and change descriptions. I mean, this text.
There are different ways to do so. The thing is, the contracts here, the description you are seeing here, the description is not part of the code. It's part of the description of the smart contract. Let me see if I can go to the code. So if we go, for example, to the token on the chain, it's not even show here. Why is not contract details here? Sorry. As you can see, I have in the description itself, which is immutable. So once this description is there, I cannot change that. So it's here like an JSON. So on that point, I cannot change this. It's not part of the data stack of the contract. It's part of the meta information of the contract, which are immutable. But there are ways. I have even a ticket open on Signum on the depository. It's possible to do so. For example, I can define a certain format of a message for that contract and like link it to it and see if that contract has a certain message, which is like updating the descriptions. And then I can check for that kind of description and can show the new description. That way it would be possible to make the description editable and even the images. And I really should do that because we have, for example, older legacy stuff, which is still working, but probably, I don't know, the BTTeX, for example, is going to make a rebranding. I know, I'm just like thinking it's not true. Yeah, it's not true, but they put a new logo or they change the text or something like that. So then you can do this that way. And then I would go the way using the messages towards the contract, which is coming from the current owner. It can only be the current owner, and then checking the message content of that. This is something I could do. It's not very complicated to do so. It's just like I need the time to do so. Yeah.
Yes, because now we have the smart contract can process the messages up to 1,000 characters. So we have, it will be expensive for the smart contract to do this, but it's possible.
Yeah, I was not even going inside the mechanics. I can do this without changing the contract's code, you know. I mean, the other thing would be like, as you said, the way that I could try to process the messages being sent to them. But I think if I just send a message to the contract, and which is like an addendum, like an appendix, it's saying like, okay, that message has
has the message. I know.
Okay, and then I put the message from the transaction, which is sent from the current owner to that smart contract. Then I can do that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Can you stop, Oliver?
Sharing my screen, yes, for sure.
I have one more promotion. IRS guy from Discord. Have
the blog guy.
Yes, he found. Yes, the blog guy. He has a collection of blogs with NFTs at Signum Art, and he sells them and invests in liquidity pools. He has liquidity pools, and profits distributes to this NFT holders.
Yeah, cool.
So, and he is planning to buy some Signum land on some project, and have other plans. So everyone who have some project related to Signum community, to Signum blockchain, you can direct message me on Discord, and I will help you promote your project. We had some question in the chat about Adam NFT project, and he asks, can I put this to the depository? Probably the answer is yes. Every project, everyone can use depository. It is permissionless, so you
exactly trustless, permissionless.
It's trustless, permissionless. Like all our projects, we try to be.
There's only one thing. As I am the maintainer, and this is something I haven't put any terms of use there inside, but I think it should be clear to everybody. Is start to like getting their explicit content or not adequate content there inside, whatever it means. I need to keep track of that in terms of, and probably I need to disable people who are like putting their kind of I would say disadvantages content there inside. You know what I mean? So everything that's really not really legit stuff, because it's somewhere hosted, and I have to follow their use of terms, the terms of use. But I think here we are mature enough that people know what they're doing, and so, for example, for that case, for example, it's totally permissionless. You can do all of that. But when it starts being like really strange, weird content coming up there, I need to intervene. That's like, this doesn't mean that the thing is still on the chain. This I cannot do anything, but I can at least hide this on the platform. You know? If there is something coming up, I need to say that, because in the end, I'm the maintainer of the project and it's coming back to me. But people, I think, really they're adult enough to know that they don't do some shit show there.
Yes,
okay,
that
guys.
where the links or the description or the project is dead. So maybe this can also be clear. There's another use for this.
For historical reasons, like I'd like to keep them somehow there. I'm still thinking of how we can make like a voting system, probably to disable things, because if I'm not the owner of the token, I cannot go there and deactivate it. Just kind of hide the token. This is the only thing I can do. This is but yeah, I still need to think about that. Fortunately, I didn't have any issues with kind of weird content. hopefully that will be in that, but we know as this grows, people start being crazy also when they all stuff, and then I will see and happen. I will be a little bit reactive on that and not proactive. But okay, I believe in the community. We are very civil here, and thank you. And yeah, so let's see what happens in the future. So it's easy for me to hide something, man. There's no problem. Yeah, but I won't like to do this.
Okay, press like button, leave comment under this video, and I saw that last stream have 0 comments. It is bad. Community guys, please leave something. Okay, I hope we will meet next Sunday. Join the movement. We are green. We will change the world.
Yeah, that's a statement. We can do it. Have a nice Sunday, guys. Yeah, see you. So, any questions, come and DM us. No problem at all. And comment the video.
Okay, thank you, people.